Hey, welcome to Character Modeling. Just the two of us, as always. Really excited. Hope you're doing well. I'm really excited to have you. So I just posted a discussion post. My discussion. I used the former students post just to kind of help set it up. I'm kind of setting up some projects, so I'm going to try out a new model for myself, actually. However, I just used the students to reply to, so if you can go ahead and use that, go for it. If you need an extra day or two, since it took me a day, go for it. Just let me know about it, and you're good. Just keep an eye out. Just make a reply post by Saturday or Sunday. It's up to you. But make sure you have your turnaround done by Sunday, and that's pretty much it. We'll take a look at it and see what we can do and go from there. Anyway, let's begin. So I got some design techniques to look over with you. Just stuff as you're drawing your character and just some things that work great. Hopefully some tips that'll help you out. So a lot of times with character design, it's great to use simple shapes to really build everything, and then use complex shapes to add that detail, right? So simplicity is a huge concept when actually making characters. So this is a great way. Use basic shapes and then use complex shapes to combine them, and then you can really create complex characters through them. And that's a good way to start it out when drawing for turnarounds. Use multiple shapes and objects to use those stylized characters, but keep in mind of those character limitations, because each character has a specific limitation, and each one of those are really specific. So you want to make sure they really play a part into their appearance as well. For example, these could be emotional, physical, situational. There's a lot of different elements that could create those limitations, and you can do that by creating your characters and showcasing them. So that's one thing to look at specifically. Now, when creating a character, how do you go about that? What are the big elements about creating a character? Because that's huge when you're rating those backstories and those stat sheets and all that stuff. But what are the big elements? So you're going to research and evaluate, right? How are the characters supposed to be? What are the characters you want to do? Just go into detail about it. And really, when you're finding that out, you need to showcase who is your audience overall. That's really the big aspect. So when you're finding out who your audience is, you can build the character around them. And then you got to create these specific elements like the visual impact, what makes that character visually awe-inspiring. Also, another thing is to exaggerate characteristics. The more characteristics are exaggerated, the more people are going to understand what this character is. For example, He-Man right over here, his real name is Adam. However, He-Man's really great because he's like super strong and heroic, and he's got so much that goes about him, and you can tell by his exaggerated muscles, and he's very manly and wears the loincloths and the boots, and he's got the massive sword, and you know he's a warrior right off the bat, and very well spoken. So he's definitely those characters are exaggerated, right, to showcase off his strength and his heroism, and that's huge. And that's how you convey personality, not only by just the stat sheets, but also by his expressions or her expressions, their mannerisms, their body language. Convey that personality through those little movements and those poses, and it really adds more to it. Not only that, try to find out some goals and some dreams and some backstories. The more you develop the character's history and what goes on with it, the more you can design them and really build them out. So it's great to kind of set that backstory up and then build off of that from there. And that's a really great point about that. So yeah, if you understand the character's goals and motivations, you can go far with that. That's something to keep in mind with. Now, another thing that I like to bring up to people is the suspension of disbelief. And really this huge concept is putting aside the perception of reality. And that's how humans do, or how humans understand characters is, can this character possibly make sense or feel realistic just by how they are, their mannerisms, their approaches. And really, as humans, we surrender the idea that fictional characters, places, and concepts do actually exist. And really, when we create characters that people understand and really get attached to, they allow people to create natural investment into the character or premise, so there's a purpose for them. There is an understanding, and people either feel for them. They are happy when things happen. They get angry when things happen to them. They feel enamored when love happens to them as well. There's so much that goes into it, and that's something to keep in mind with. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Just real simple, easy. I'll be replying to your discussion post tomorrow morning, and maybe later tonight if I have some time. However, that's pretty much it. Simple, easy, to the point. Just go ahead and finish your work and your turnarounds, and I'll give you some feedback as soon as possible. Other than that, that's all I got. Enjoy the weekend. Make sure you finish that reply post. If you don't see my discussion post on Saturday, that's cool, or tonight, you can do it on Sunday. But if you see it early, knock it out by Saturday night. Sunday, I want to see the turnarounds, and then we'll go to week 2 and we'll start modeling. And then I got a robot I want to try and build that I'll be building along with SideEviz. So yeah, I'm gonna do a robot as we're going through this. However, that's pretty much it. Be safe, have fun, enjoy the weekend. If you have any questions, let me know, and I got your back. So have a good time, and I'm here if you need me. Enjoy, be safe, have fun, have a good one. All right, see you on Monday.